Hey everyone, today I'm going to be playing Dithell's Wonderland. Now, I'm sure everyone remembers this classic game. Everyone knows Dithell, the world's most famous mascot that only has one other game that I've never played called Dithell in Space, I believe. But no, seriously, this is an old Amiga game that I believe came on, at least for me, I got it on a disc. Well, I didn't get it, my father got it on a disc from a magazine. It was like, I want to say Amiga Action 37, the disc 37. I don't remember. I'd have to like go find it, but I believe that's correct. So this was like a free game made by this guy whose first name started with a D. I don't remember if it was Darren. That's the only name I could think of off the top of my head that starts with a D. Darren Ithell. I'm just going to guess that that's what his name is. And so he created Dithell as this mascot that only exists in Dithell's Wonderland and Dithell in Space, which I've never played or never ever seen. So as a kid, I recall that I have beaten this game, but I haven't played it in like 10 years. So I have no idea if I could beat it now. I remember playing around with the level editor a lot. The level editor was like a huge thing for me back then. I don't think there was ever any other platform game that had a level editor. If you can't hear, like your ears are broken, I don't know how you can hear my voice, but there's no background music for this. There's like a little jingle once you die. Like once you lose all 3 of your lives, you only have 3 lives, and then you have to start all over. There's no continues. Or if there is a continue, I don't know how to use it. There might be a continue, I don't know. So, I don't know, I have more to say, but I think we should just start. We're going to start. Okay, so like all classic games made by Europeans, you press up to jump. That's like the first thing that's kind of like weird about this game. Obviously, the goal of this game is to run around and hit these clear glass tiles and color them up. Oh shit. And to avoid enemies like that. The little flying fruit is just an optional thing. You don't need to get it. It's just for points, but I don't think points do anything. Maybe points give you an extra life. I don't know. I haven't played this game in like a million years. This game has bottomless pits, so that really sucks. I remember that. And if it looks like I'm sucking shit, it's because I am. But I am doing so because, it's hard to explain, really. But the controls are kind of like a little too responsive. It's like everything is like perfect. Well, there's your jingle. It also says Amos Professional there because this game was made in Amos. As a kid, I never even knew how to start this game. I didn't, my father would start it for me if I wanted to play it. Because instead of telling me how to start the game, he like, tried to teach me how to program in Amos, which is like a, if I remember correctly, a Amiga version of BASIC, or something like that. I don't know. Nothing uses Amos anymore, so no one... I guess unless you're going to be making Amiga games in the year of our Lord, 2024, which, maybe you are. Like, there are new Amiga games that come out, so more power to you if that is your, intention. Anyway, as I was saying, controls are very slippery for this game. I will endeavor to actually beat it. If I recall correctly, there's only, like, I can't remember if it's 7 or 9 levels. It's one of those two. So, theoretically, this wouldn't take long, except that the controls are slippery and difficult to get used to. So yeah, once you light up all the little blocks, you move on to the next level. Might see this thing. That's all that does. It's not quite useful. You see these enemies, there's really only 3 different types of enemies. It's ones that go back and forth, ones that chase you through jumping, and ones that there's one that's the eyeball that will fly and chase you, and those are the worst ones because they fly. There's these, they you bounce on them. I think that it goes like proportional to how high you are, so like it also, well, if I could demonstrate, it also could bounce you up like not very much, and it like progressively gets higher. Other than that, there's literally no difference between the colors other than the colors that they light up as. It's actually set in the game. Other than that, there's no terrain difference, like these this like green grassy shit on the edges is just like, what would you call it, like flavor. It doesn't there's no mechanical difference. If there's no mechanical difference to whatever these yellow things are, I don't know what that is. And there's also like snow, grass, I remember that. Holy shit. This is why I don't like... Oh my god, is that a heart? Maybe that's an extra life. I could sure use one of those, because if I die one more time... Shit. I intend to beat this, but at some point, if I keep, like, dying, I might just start cutting to new levels as I go. There was a heart there. I see it. I'm hoping it'll stay there as I attempt with all my might to get this one block. Okay. Let's see if I can get this heart. I did. Oh, and it is a 1-up. That's perfect. Hopefully it'll respawn. So these like black balls, I always thought that they were like cannonballs when I was a kid. Even though cannonballs are not sentient, these balls are. They follow you, but they follow you like in a different, somewhat worse way than the little green alien things that were in the first level. I want to say, but I could be making it up, I want to say that these cannonballs follow you based on like your movement, rather than they just home in on you like the little green guys do. But it could be that these cannonballs are completely random. I have no idea. I don't want to test it. I only have one life left that I've just lost by falling into a pit of death, which will probably be how I continue to fail. Or I could just do that. So as I said, keep going back to level 1. So I think I'm just going to, like, you've seen level 1, you understand it. From now on, if I die, I'm going to cut to level 2. And once I beat level 2, and if I die again, I'll cut to level 3, and so on until we beat the game. Because for some reason, well, I guess I know, like, no one remembers this game fondly except for me. For some reason, there's like nobody on YouTube ever who has shown this entire game. There are like demos of people playing this game, and they do what I'm doing, and they play it for a little bit and then die sometimes in level 2. Sometimes they don't even get that far, and then that's it. They're like, yeah guys, this is a good game, bye, and then that's it. So I intend to actually show this whole game and be the only one who does it. Well, I don't intend to be the only one who does it. That's not, like, my stated goal. That's not what I mean. That's just, like, pure happenstance. After beating all the official levels, I'll probably show off the level editor a little bit. There's some features on it that I cannot get to work. And I do not know if it's because I have some kind of setting that's not correct, or if it's because I just don't remember the keystrokes to get things working. Man, it's really frustrating to, like, fall into those pits. And it's also frustrating to have that guy there. That guy sucks. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna skip back to level 2. Alright, here we are, back with level 2. Only to die immediately. Just as my Well, I was trying to think of something clever there to say, but I couldn't think of anything. I was just too flabbergasted by my own stupidity. It took me forever to beat level 1 again. I don't know. Maybe I'm tilted already. Doesn't bode well for the amount of effort I'm gonna have to put into this video. You know, you start a video and you think like, oh, this one will be easy. It's just a little platform game from your childhood. You'll definitely be able to knock this out in like 40 minutes or whatever. You know, it can't be harder than Shadow the Beast. That the game's supposed to be really hard. But no. I guess that's why this game was free. No, I never commented really on Dithell's appearance here. On it, like, by itself. On its own terms. He's kind of like Mario, but he has the color scheme of the different, like, little light blocks. I don't remember if there's green, though. If there is a green block, then, I'm full of shit. But he's got the blue, he's got the yellow, got the red, and even the pink, because the pink is kind of like his skin color. Man, I hope that heart shows up. Stop! Okay, back to level 1 we go. And we're back. Let's try doing this first, because I keep fucking up here. Mostly because of that guy. Perfect. That's what I wanted. It was my destiny. You know, as a great man once said... Holy shit. Well, that's not what the great man said. But it's almost funnier than what I was going to say anyway, so let's just run with it. All I want in life is to light up these blocks. Why are you making this so difficult? These ones in the middle of the air are the worst, because the controls are so shit. They're so floaty, or like... Oh my god. Okay. How could I be so much worse than I was as a child? How could this keep happening? How could I keep making the same mistakes over and over? It's just like in real life. Oh my god, it was happening again. My Dithell life was flashing before my eyes. Trying to aim for these stupid mid-air blocks first. You know, I don't remember... Fuck. I don't remember the controls being this bad. Maybe my hardware, and by hardware I mean my emulator, is too good. And it's causing things to go faster than they would have on real hardware. I don't know. As I've said previously, I still have this disc. I don't know if the disc works. I still have my Amiga 1200. Well, it's mine now. And I know that works. So I just don't have any way to get like a video signal from that into a capture card or a scaler. Well, I do, but it would have like horrible what do you call them? Those like jail bars? It would have horrible jail bars due to the cable quality not being good. I think it's like an official like real cable. Nice, that's just what I needed. It's just that fuck. The real cable is not good. How did I do it again? Okay. I think one thing this game is teaching me is to have patience. I shouldn't be trying to go quickly. It's not like I can actually outrun the enemies in any real way. Once I'm in an area like this, I need to actually be careful. Although I'm not sure how. I think yet another problem is because this has bottomless pits and there's like no way to really tell where I can land. See, like right here, this is a place where patience paid off. And patience must once again pay off because these cannonballs are in my way. Luckily, they're not those green things. The cannonballs, I think I've confirmed. See, like, every direction I could have gone would have put me onto a platform, but somehow I just, like, beelined straight for the one spot. Not that second time. That second time... What I want to know is, when will my reflection show who I am inside? That's the real conundrum with this game. That is not totally just some bullshit I'm saying to try to pass the time over doing this second level over and over again. Specifically the right side of it, because the right side is, like, despite being loaded with cannonballs, the right side is easier than dealing with the left side, which is loaded with bottomless pits. And those little, I used to think that they were kind of like frogs, but I don't know what they are. Little orange aliens that go left and right. Holy shit. Eventually, maybe I'll learn how this level is laid out. Fuck. It's alright. That was just my first death. Maybe I'm not going to be able to play all the levels in this game. Like, I really wanted to, but... Unless someone can inform me how to use the level editor to my advantage. Maybe, because I could have sworn... You know, when you get to the level editor, it shows you the layout of the first level, which you can edit. I could have sworn that you could go to the other levels too, but I have no idea how. If someone could tell me that, like if it turns out I can't make it through this, so maybe someone can tell me, how do I get... Wow, this balloon is actually useful. I always found these balloons to be completely useless, but at least in that case, that was kind of helpful. Excellent. This is... Wait, what? Oh no. I could use that heart though, but I feel like in my attempt to get it, I might die, but I didn't die actually. Okay, what I need from you, game, is to tell me where the last block is. I could have sworn I've done what you've wanted. I have sealed my fate, as it were. I have pacified the cannonballs as necessary as it is required of me. See, I don't see any more. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, and there's two more down there. Holy shit. I left a hole. Wow. Well, here we go. Are you ready? There we go. Level 3. Ironically, just at first glance, not quite as difficult as the previous 2 levels. Primarily because these little, frog things, as I said I thought they were, are, despite being annoying, are not anywhere near as annoying as the cannonballs or the green things. Well, see you in, you know, the 3rd level, I guess. For you, this is all fun and games. But for me, this is a series of unending torment from which there is no escape. On my side, I've been playing this game forever, just trying to beat level 2 again, although I have discovered some new information. You see, if you look at my score, it is quite high. It turns out I have learned that every 5,000 points you spawn an extra life. I've also learned that you can get more than just 3 lives. So, while... Fuck. Oh no, the nightmare's about to begin all over again for me. So I can spend all of level 1 just farming extra lives, farming points, and then use them all up on level 2 and probably level 3. So if I die again, which I am about to, that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stockpile lives on level 1 and continue from there. I have concluded that this game is basically impossible under normal circumstances. I've totally geared my mind towards nothing but collecting fruits. I know nothing in life other than fruits maxing and breathing. I don't even see the enemies anymore. All I see is apple, pear, strawberry. As you can see from my health total, or my point total, if you actually think about it, I have burned through, well, not yet, but I have accumulated 21 extra lives. I guarantee you I have died several times. So I do not actually have 21 lives. But it only goes to my theory that this game is impossible without fruit maxing. I will also say that this level is indeed easier than level 2. Level 2 is a horrific nightmare, and I do not wish it upon anyone except for my enemies. My enemies can play level 2. I'm not going to say that my enemies, that I don't wish level 2 on my enemies. Like, in the grand scheme of things, level 2 is not that bad. Like, there are worse things. But as far as gameplay goes, holy shit. For some reason, I feel like maybe I lied and actually this icy terrain is functionally different from regular terrain. It feels more slippery. But it could be, nope, it's definitely more slippery. I really want that life. Give me that life. Yes. I feel so much better now. Why can't I get back up? Why am I stuck here with the snakes? I really want that apple. I've determined, I've learned way more about fruit in this game than any sane, rational person ever would. This is the lore of the fruit in this game. The fruit in Dithell's Wonderland exists on a hierarchy, with the apples ruling at the top, worth 700 points, and the strawberries at the bottom, worth a measly 100 points. However, there's only one of each fruit on the screen at any given time, so you cannot effectively prioritize getting apples over getting strawberries. All fruits, regardless of nation to which they belong, will spin around in like a holding pattern until they decide that you have not gotten them fast enough, and then they will change patterns. Holy shit, we're there. We're at level 4. I have no clue how many lives I have left. Fuck, this is awful. I knew this was coming too, because as I said, these fucking eyeballs chase you around. That's what they do. They like go directly towards you. Ironically, despite this, this level might actually be somewhat easier, just because I don't have to worry about, at least I don't have to worry about it as much. I don't have to worry about bottomless pits as much. It looks like these fucking eyes are faster than me, which means that the only way to avoid them, really, is to, you know, they can't execute turns as well. So that's the technique there, it looks like. When you use the level editor, there is no requirement. Holy shit, I'm going to burn all my lives through this. There's no requirement that you actually be able to beat the level that you made. So, as a kid, I remember I would sometimes be like, hey, here's a level I made, and it was nothing but, like, eyes immediately at the spawn point. Give me that heart. I need it. You have no idea. That was a calculated sacrifice. What else can you do? What is this nightmare? These eyes are impossible. What's the deal with these eyes? Can my psyche really survive farming fruit for another, like, hour, or however long it took me to farm 20 lives? I don't think so. I think I will die. I will combust spontaneously, and I will never see the light of day ever again. So, I've got to admit this game has defeated me, or will defeat me, in short order, because these eyes are a nightmare, as you can tell. Maybe you think you can do better. If you can, I urge you to try. I would love to see what the other levels look like. I swear to God, I've seen them before in my restless dreams. I see myself there. Level 5 through 9. I believe there's 9 levels. But it's not looking like I'm gonna get there because of these eyeballs. I said that this was easy. I guess it's quicker, so it, like, feels easier in some sense. Just because, you know, I'm burning through lives faster than a normal level. And to be honest, I feel less terrible about dying to these eyes than I do a bottomless pit. At least the eyes are enemies. They are actively trying to kill me. They do not feel like bad level design. How do I deal with this? That's the mystery that I need to figure out. Or I could just, like, die. That seems to be the strategy I'm going for. Okay, I feel like I'm almost done. How many more? Is it this one? Yes, holy shit, we made it, guys. I made it. You didn't do anything. What is this? Why? Why have you done this to me? Okay. Whoa. God, it's like a Sonic CD level. I'm, like, forced into higher planes of existence in order to avoid enemies. Actually, I think only one Sonic CD level is like that. Where, like, failure forces you up rather than down. I could be wrong. I've only played Sonic CD once, and I wasn't a giant fan. Not that I was a giant, like, anti-fan. What am I supposed to do there? Oh my god, I just realized my life count. Yeah, I'm definitely, like, I'm going to die, obviously. There's, like, no way I'm going to somehow get through this. So, I'm sorry I failed you. I cannot show off this entire game. It's too painful. Maybe I'll come back to it. Wait a second. I've just realized something. There's these things. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're called save states. Holy shit. Why didn't I think of that before? I could just use save states. I'm gonna do that right now. Done. It will be, frustrating, but because I like to give the authentic experience, but I think I've suffered enough. You understand the authentic experience of this game. The authentic experience of this game is that there's one cannonball on one end, one cannonball on the other end. No way for either the cannonball or myself to get out of the way. That's what this game is. Okay, so we're back here. Using the power of save states, we have returned. Hopefully, that fucking cannonball being there on that side and the other one being on the other side isn't going to cause me some problems later down the line. What I should have done, if I was wiser and more noble than I actually am, I should have remembered or realized save states were possible earlier in this playthrough rather than farming fruit forever. Like 20 years, however long it took me. How am I supposed to get down there? Explain this to me, game. There's snakes in the way. I am so tired of these motherfucking snakes forcing me upward. Holy shit. Let's focus on this first. First of all, is there even... Okay, there actually is. I wasn't even sure if there was a platform that could, reach there. The problem appears to be... That is... Motherfucker, I was thinking. I get bounced up too high to effectively utilize those bounce pads. Okay, fine. Despite everything, it's still better than it could be. Is there a way to zoom over to the left without, like, getting fucked over? No. That cannonball is there. It's ready. It's lightning fast reflexes. I've got to think carefully. See, okay, for real, what am I supposed to do here? I can't drop down here to get to those lower platforms. Maybe it wants me to not do what I just did. Maybe it thinks that if I... But no, that would... I don't know. We're gonna see if I can, what I can do here. These snakes are always in my way. That last one didn't count. I deleted it from everything. I immediately died. That's why I've deleted it. Or I will delete it. It will become deleted. Why is this level so badly designed? I have never once so far been able to reach... And I can't. It's not possible. I can't reach those lower portions. Because of this fucking... Why is the base nothing but this stupid rubber? Why? Why? Fucking cannonballs. Snakes. Why don't they just throw, like, 12 eyes and call it a day? Just let it be that. Like, what? I'm, like, actually getting tilted at this. Not even tilted. I'm, like, molding. What the fuck is this game? Extend the platform out a little, or remove this bullshit at the bottom. Why can't you at least get... Or, like, you could get rid of the snakes. Like, it would be hard enough if the snakes weren't here. Just because I don't understand how I'm supposed to get down to these lower... This lower portion to... Wouldn't it be funny? Yeah, there's... It's not the case. So I was like, wouldn't it be funny if there was some way to, like, press down? But no, because up is jump. There's no way to, like, press down and jump. It doesn't work like that. So there's no way to, like, just lower yourself down to the lower platform. That might be an easy way to deal with this conundrum. I just have to endlessly die to this. On paper, this doesn't even seem like a difficult level. It's just... I don't know. How many times can I complain about the same thing? I feel like using save state so liberally also breaks the illusion. Okay, what am I missing here? I can't seem to be able to figure out how to jump over the snakes in order to, like, do a little jump to maybe get to those lower levels. Fuck off. I am busy. Don't you understand? Yeah, it's totally impossible. I can't do it. This... In order to get... Maybe there... No. I could try it. Maybe, well, I could try it. If those fucking cannibals aren't there. I was thinking maybe if I press down while on this, it would prevent me. Oh my god, I did it. It's just like the most difficult jump to make in the world. But the snakes are still there. And so are these cannonballs. Go away. I don't love you. I don't want you in my life. Don't you understand anything? I now have a vendetta against Mr. Ithell, because I don't remember his first name. Maybe it's Daryl or Darren. Maybe it's Dionysus, I don't know. But either way, he is my mortal enemy now. If you know this person, tell him he can't design levels. Although, I gotta admit, I do enjoy the general idea of this game. Speaking of, if you happen to know of a modern game that is basically the same concept of running across glass like squares in order to color them in and avoid enemies while you do so, tell me, because I don't know. Although it seems like a pretty basic concept. This is a nightmare. I want to see Mr. Ithell himself play this game, or like play this level. It can't be done. It just can't. It's not possible. Even with save states, I'm like losing my mind in real time. I'm going to become the Joker. I've already become the Joker, basically. Maybe there's like some special code that fixes everything. Maybe you could tell me how to adequately use the level editor so I could fucking make this doable. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my marbles. All of them are gone. My mind wants to prioritize these lower blocks. And yet, trying to do so has resulted in me dying to the cannonballs and these snakes. Because it's like there's a time limit. The timing has to be so perfect in order to avoid all three of these snakes. And then, at the same time, the cannonballs are there. They're just waiting. They're biding their time to make you feel like you're progressing somewhere. And then it's not even possible to do this in, like, one motion. Oh my god. Was that it? Was that the secret this whole time? Let's test it out. Well, it doesn't work on this side. We've confirmed that. Because, other areas get in the way. And whenever this happens, I'm just fucked. Fuck. Okay, fuck off, rubber. I never want to hear that noise ever again, I say, as I'm going to hear it immediately after. Because it's unavoidable. Okay. I have messed up, but it's fine. There's no use for that heart. Why does it start there? I can understand it starting there from where I hit the save state, but oh my god. I thought that this would be easy, but this is clearly the worst one so far. Maybe that's sensical. Maybe they're gonna get progressively harder. That's usually how games work, but it was already difficult from the very beginning. There was no easy level. Even the first level was difficult. You might ask yourself, how then did you farm fruit for an hour? It's because I entered the level editor and changed the first level because it's the only one I can access for some reason. And I changed it to be just a single platform. Why is this like this? Okay, I fixed it. Probably gave it just enough time to have these cannonballs on both sides, right? That's the way it is. Yep. Did I ask for your help, heart? All you're going to do is prolong my suffering. What can I do here? Oh, good. One of them fell. As long as I don't... And God! I'm going insane. This is so much worse than I thought it would be. I'm sure at some point it is actually no longer entertaining to watch someone have a mental breakdown over this stupid game that no one's ever heard of or played in like 20 years. How did I ever get... I must have used the level editor as a kid. That's the only explanation. There's no way that as a child I, like, mastered this game to such an extent that I got through this. This is why I fell into it. And there's that thing there. Of course, it's there. Okay. No. Get the fuck away from me. If I'm correct, there's 4 more levels after this. Okay, that was a... I thought I had it that time. Okay. I need to learn to stop jumping over these pads. Or like, because they don't force me up enough to cause a problem. It's just habit, I guess. Please stop. I feel... Words cannot express, that's all I can say. You can never jump up here because that thing's always there. And then this thing's here. And then I'm just trapped until they decide to either close in or like wander off. And you have to hear this bouncing noise repeatedly forever. Just do it, motherfucker! I can't handle this anymore. I'm going to die. I'm going to try one more time. And if it doesn't work, then... I don't know, perhaps... I'm trying to think of a way to solve this issue. This issue being that the game sucks. I don't want to say it, but it must be said at this point. My childhood was a lie. There is no helping it. That's the way it is. Maybe Like, part of the problem could be said to be that... What was that? That I, used a save state in the middle of this level. And so things were set up in an unoptimal situation. So theoretically, maybe I could grind another 20 lives and then at the beginning of every level, save. Maybe use the quick save feature of this emulator. I don't know how if that would help too much, because that level is a horrific nightmare. Plus, level 4 was also terrible. I don't know. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I guess, like I was thinking there, I hate to say it, but I guess that's it. The remaining levels will forever languish in obscurity unless I eventually decide to do a part 2 of Dithell's Wonderland, where I actually go through and do the rest of them. Maybe, as I said earlier, if you happen to know, because let's look at the level editor, right? Let's see the issue here. So this is how I edited the first level. I just made it a platform, and the fruits like come in. Sometimes they like come in and they start like doing this, and I can't get them. But for the most part, they'll come around and I can get them and just farm fruits forever. And it's really annoying, but there's no enemies. So it says level 1. I could have sworn, I could have sworn that there was a way to get to level 2 or level 3 or level 4, because I think there's 9 levels. But if I click the load button, it just changes the thing that spawns. So I could do this. This will make the game fun. This is how what's his name? Dr. Dithell would design a level. Let's see. He'd put something down here so that way, like, no, it's impossible to get these things. That's something he would do. Oh, can't forget the endless rubber everywhere. Let's do that. And sure, not that. This. We'll put that here. Let's see here. What else can we do? We could, actually, I don't know. I think there's like a limited amount of enemies, yeah. So, let's make 2 of those guys. What we really need are eyeballs. We'll put 1 eyeball. And, actually, these 2 guys, that will be 1 there, 1 there. And we definitely... Why does it not work consistently? It's because something's odd. Something's off about this. We want to change this to this. The perfect Dithell's Wonderland level. If you click save, literally nothing happens. If you click clear, it deletes everything from the level. Click exit, goes back to the main game, or the main menu, where now we can see our masterpiece in action. Perfect. Now I would say let's see if we could beat this, but we know it's actually impossible because there's no way to get down to those other... Wow, that's a lot of... I don't remember that many surviving. As I said, there's no way to get down to those lower sections, so it's not possible to beat. Anyway, if you know how to work the level editor properly, tell me. And then I can just change like level 1 through 4 to be like really easy, and then we can start from level 5 onward, and then I can like show off the rest of the game. Because as it is, it might as well just be this. This is just this. So I guess I'll see you guys later. See you next time. Goodbye.